something to the Lord, not take something. Pure devotee's attitude is like that. So Prahlad Maharaj was saying, no, if I take any benediction from you, that's Maya, and I'm afraid of Maya. I don't want Maya. If you give me any benediction, please let it be that my father is saved. And the Lord said, oh, don't worry, that's automatically there. Because you became a pure devotee, 10 generations of your family in the past and in the future are automatically saved from Maya. You see, so the devotee doesn't want Maya. No matter even the best Maya, the best quality, first class, world famous Maya, no, the devotee doesn't want. And this is why, you see all these great personalities in the world, famous personalities, and they all fall down. Michael Jackson, most famous artist, dies at 50 years old. What a shame, what a tragedy. If he had used that talent in the service of the Lord, he could have made such a success in life. But instead, he just was a rascal. So 50 years of age, he's already dead. Well, what a shame. What a waste of a talented, intelligent person. See, there's so many like this. You read any life story of any great person, and they always had some fatal flaw that caused them to fall at the end. So it's very sad. But this is Maya. This is Maya. That everything in this world, even though it looks so attractive, it has some poisonous aspect that causes suffering. So we don't want to be associated with Maya. We don't want to be associated with the false beauty, the false opulence of the material world. Rather, we want the real opulence that doesn't decay with time, and that's only in the spiritual world. So let's go on. The second type of anarthas is asat-trishna, thirst for the material energy. And there are 4 types of asat-trishna. And we already went over varieties of desires for material enjoyment in the world. But there's also desires for enjoyment of the higher planets, heaven, svarga, the heavenly planets. I suppose most Christians wouldn't accept this, but the fact is that most of them, if they get any result at all from their spiritual activities, it's going to be birth in the heavenly planets. They want to go to heaven. They want to go to a place where everything is very nice and they get to enjoy. They even talk about their family members are there, their dog is there. They go to heaven. They go to heaven to enjoy material things. There was even a movie about this. Who was that? Famous comedian. He made some movie about he died and went to heaven, and his ex-wife was there, and all this. Everything was there, except God. So this is the rascals. They want to go to heaven and enjoy everything without God. Let me go to heaven. Let me enjoy the nice facilities there. Let me enjoy some sense gratification. But I don't want to worship God. I don't want to serve God. Let my service be that maybe I just make a few prayers and I just, act like sort of a good person. And then I go to heaven and I can enjoy. Yay, me. Well, that's not really devotional service. That's a kind of religious conception. And again, religion is very external, very superficial compared to devotional service. So don't fall into that misconception of spiritual life as being going to the heavenly planet. The heavenly planets are also temporary because they're material. They're part of the material world. And when one is in the heavenly planets, the material enjoyment is so overwhelming that you cannot make, or it's very difficult to make, further advancement in devotional service. Because after all, if you have some thirst for material enjoyment, and you go to the heavenly planets and there's all kinds of material pleasures available, then you're going to be indulging in those things. You're not going to be doing devotional service. So when that good karma runs out, then back to good old planet Earth. Another, another type of asat trishna, thirst for a material thing, is desires for the attainment of the 8 mystic siddhis. Mystic siddhis, mystic powers are of different kinds, depending on who you ask. There's also different kinds of mystical wealth that you can attain. But all these things are more or less selfish, material, and temporary. Because sooner or later, even if you have great mystic powers, you'll commit some offense that will cause you to fall down. Like Durvasa Muni. Durvasa Muni committed an offense to Ambarish Maharaj. Because Ambarish Maharaj was a pure devotee, then the Lord's Sudarshan Chakra came chasing after him. And he had to go, he went actually all the way to the spiritual world, to the lotus feet of the Lord. And the Lord said, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. You committed an offense to my devotee, so you have to go back to him and apologize. Otherwise, the result of this offense is going to chase you wherever you go. So, because he was puffed up, Durvasa thought he could get away with offending the devotee. But no, it's very, very dangerous to offend devotee. So don't go for mystic powers. Mystic powers, all they do is make you puffed up, and then you fall down. And the desire, finally, the desire for mukti. Mukti means liberation. If you desire liberation, then probably that means you're an impersonalist. Or at least you're still lusting after something selfish for yourself. If you're a devotee, if you're a pure devotee, you get liberation automatically. Why should you desire it? You don't need to desire it. If you desire and achieve pure devotional service, all the fruits of mukti are yours. It's easy. Effortless, in fact. You don't even have to think about it. It's included. It's a package deal. You get prema bhakti, and you automatically get liberation. And there's no need to separately aspire for mukti. I want to go on because I think we're running out of time. What time? It's 2 already? Boy. I mean, this devotional service, there's so much to talk about, so much to understand. There's not enough time. Aparad is of 4 kinds. Offenses towards Krishna, offenses toward the holy name, offenses toward the deity, and offenses toward the living entities, especially the devotees. So we'll get into discussing all these in the due course. And Hridaya Daurbalya is of 4 kinds. Tuchcha asakti, attachment for useless things. Kutinati, deceitful behavior, means politics. Matsarya, envy. And svapratishta lalasa, desire for one's own fame and prestige. And then there are 4 additional varieties of anarthas. Dushkriti uttha, arising from past sins. Sukriti uttha, arising from previous pious activities. Bhakti uttha, arising in relation to bhakti. And dushkriti uttha, anarthas arising from past sinful activities, which involve 5 kinds of distress in the material world. Which are ignorance, false egotism, attachment for objects of sense gratification, hatred or aversion, and attachment for sinful activities. So there's so many different kinds of anarthas. And all of these will stop your devotional service, stop your progress in devotional service. So you have to recognize these so that you can avoid them. How are you going to attain anartha nivritti if you don't even know what the anarthas are? Or if you don't think they're important? You know? I remember devotees for one time, I was in a temple, and there were some devotees who were committing offensive activities in front of the deity. Specifically, they were criticizing other devotees and arguing in front of the deities. And I said, you know, really you should take this discussion outside, because this kind of discussion is an offense, you know, in front of